Hey, fourth grade, I want to start us off today by figuring out what this fact is, this basic fact. Who knows what 4 times 7 is? Okay, hopefully you said 28. We know 4 times 7 is 28, and we learned something with multiplication. If I see something like this, I know that this is the same thing as 7 tens. So 4 times 7 tens is 28 tens, which we know 28 tens is the same thing as 280. If I did 4 times 700, that'd be 28 hundreds. So we take those two zeros, we drop them here. We could find a basic fact, multiply it to get the answer, and all we had to do is drop those zeros there. Even for problems like this, 40 times 70 is actually the same thing as 4 times 700. 4 tens times 7 tens, 0, 0. Okay. Did you know we can use this same trick with division if our sneaky little eyeballs can find some basic facts? Let me show you how this works. If I have 28 divided by 4, what is that going to be equal to? Well, we know our fact families. We know 4 times 7 equals a total of 28. So if we take that total and we divide it back into 4, that would give 7. Now, what if I had 280 divided by 4? Okay. Well, I see that basic fact still, but it's kind of hidden a little bit. This 0 makes me kind of like tricks my brain into not thinking that this is a basic fact, but really, we know if we divide 28 divided by 4, that's 7, and all we have to do is put that 0 right here. How do we know it works? Well, just try it using multiplication. Take those two factors, multiply them, and see if it gets you a total of 280. 4 times 7 is 28, 0, 0. Okay, let's try another one. What if I gave you I want you to pause this video and see if you can figure out what basic fact is hiding in this equation. Hopefully you found 49 and 7. We know that 7 times 7 equals 49. So if we're going to divide it, we know that 49 divided by 7 equals 7. But what do we do with that 0? We add it to our quotient. If I had 4,900, it works the same way. I find 49 divided by 7 equals 7, 0, 0, 0, 0. This works because we know that fact families works. And we know how we can multiply using powers of 10, so we can use the same thing to our advantage to help us with division. Now I'm going to give you one more that's going to be pretty tricky. Are you ready? Okay. Pause this video and see if you can find the hidden basic single-digit fact in this equation. So I bet some of you might have been a little tricked by this one, and that's okay. I was tricked by this one at first too. My brain saw this and I immediately took out all those zeros and I just looked at the 3. And I thought 3 divided by 6. And I was like, wait a minute. 3 divided by 6. Well, I know in division, if I do 3 divided by 6, this number, the dividend, is our total. So in a fact family, it would be 6 times something, that's something that we don't know, equals 3. 6 times something equals 3. Well, that's not a basic fact. We can't do 6 times 1, that's 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So I was thinking, well, this is kind of not going to work for this problem. But then I looked again, and I noticed something. This is a 3, and these are all zeros, but what if I focused on just the 30? Can we see a basic fact now? Hopefully you see 6 times 5 equals 30. So if we know 6 times 5 equals 30, then 30 divided by 6 would equal 5. This is 3,000 divided by 6. So if I take 3,000 and I divide it by 6, well, this 30 right here would give me a 5. How many zeros do I put on the end? Not 3. I would put 1, 2. We already divided this 0 with the 30. 30 divided by 6. So we're not going to recount it and put it over here. We're just going to use these 2 zeros. Okay. Now, look at that. Did you know you could divide numbers this big that quickly? Maybe you did, but maybe you didn't. Maybe your mind is a little blown right now. I hope so. I hope this is something exciting and new for you. Now, you have some work today that involves some word problems that you might be able to use this strategy to help you solve them. So good luck, take your time, and make sure you are really, 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 really careful and you look really closely and don't let those facts, those sneaky facts, hide away from you. Use them to your advantage. All right, bye, 4th grade.